Hi, everybody. I hope that you're doing okay. I definitely missed everyone, but I wanted to get you caught up on what's been going on with me and what I've been doing. Like I said, this basically is learning to love myself the way that I am, the way that I am meant to be. For it's the spirit in me that counts, not is what is on the outside, even though that too is a work in progress. I'm happy to say one of my surgeries has been practically eliminated because due to another, he can just walk in and put a couple of stitches, he said. So I think that is magnificent. So hopefully that cuts out on my downtime. I am waiting for the date of surgery for the next surgery that I'm going to have. One of the things that I want to talk about that we don't openly discuss is obesity. And obesity is a word for someone who doesn't know any better. They call them a fatso or fat. And everybody is different. Nobody knows why you're fat, when you're fat, how you're fat. Some people have a thyroid problem, some people have an eating problem, and I had an emotional problem. So I found it very socially acceptable, much more to eat out than it was to drink or anything else. But over the years, I've learned that it is not the situation that makes the person, it's how the person handles the situation. Now, somebody wanted to know a little bit about me. I do live in the coastal area. I am privileged to be alive today, and not for lack of trying. But that again also is another thing that I'd like to talk about. Now, I am divorced and I am single, and I have learned that there is a whole other person to me that I never knew. And even though I'm in a different age group, I feel totally different. I mean, the piercing, I think it looks adorable. And right there, if I look and I turn around, right there, go down, 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 and no. There's a, see it? It's running towards the back. Anyway, when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to express myself in an adult manner. Or really, actually, maybe in an adult manner, not in a child manner. So it was on the couch, Marcus. And basically, I had to hold my emotions inside. And what I did was I ate them away. And as I worked, what do? You get together with the girls, you go out to lunch, you do maybe happy hour, you do dinner. And I didn't have the privilege of always being able to do that because I too was a single mom and I knew what it was like. And so that's also what I want to talk about. And one of the things that I'm doing, I don't know if I've mentioned it or not, I have a disability, maybe two. I call them a side effect of what I did in my youth that I don't regret. I don't regret what I've done, but I've done it differently. I believe that the question to that will always be, of course, because in times of matters, you really don't think about it. And I also wanted to let y'all know that my puppy's still with me. Her name is Harley, and she's laying right here next to, and she walked away. So I'll just say, okay, there she went. But she is with me. She's doing well. Right now, we're getting a lot of rain. I'm not sure when it's going to be over. Here we go. Here's my little pumpkin. There she is, sitting right up there, just nice and pretty. And now she's gone. It's okay. It doesn't matter. That's just what a dog's life is. It makes you wonder who's in charge, the person or the dog. Makes a kind of question like who's walking who. And so I just wanted to let you know, one of my surgeries today was a hernia. It was an appointment for, but luckily we're able to work on another surgery due date, and he'll be happy to come in and stitch it up and sign it off, and I'm good to go. So I say yes. It is a work in progress. I don't know if I'll be able to film. If you want to send me some questions, I'd be more than happy to answer you if I can text that way. I'm going to talk a little bit about the procedures I'm getting as I go along with them, because I want you to be with me as I get the news, as we get the information. I don't want to provide private information as far as for safety purposes, but I do for the world to know that, it's funny because when they see me, they think disabled and they think obesity, but it didn't get here overnight, and it's not going to go overnight. But I can tell you that I stretched my skin to its limits, and I'm now paying the price. And I believe that is where God gives us a choice. And he says, you choose. Now, that is between you and your Creator and whatever you choose to call them. That is your business, not mine. I'm just telling you how I feel and what I think about and how I learned to deal and have coping mechanisms that turned out to be seen in my daughter with her children, because I thought I had done my very best. I never went out. I didn't go anywhere where she wasn't welcome. And if I wasn't at work, I was with her. And I kind of smothered her and overprotected her and left her vulnerable to some of the people in this world and what they can do. But I know that because I was one of those people. I didn't have money. I didn't have a house. I have been homeless, in fact, 3 times. And I have been on the streets. I have been to shelters. I lived at one for 6 months when I first had my child. And I thought I had somewhere to go, but at the last minute they changed their mind, and that answer was no. And the only place there was Covenant House, and that's where I went to be. And so, like I said, there's so many things to talk about that I want to be able to share, and I want you to use them and think about them. First and foremost, if you can't talk to them, if they're mad at you or you're mad at them, first of all, nobody should ever go to bed angry. Because if you do, and you wake up the next day and you said nothing, then it wasn't worth talking about. It really didn't bother you. Let it go. It's not for you. It's kind of like when you go to church and the pastor speaks. He speaks from his heart. Some people get it, some people don't. Some take bits and pieces and leave the rest behind. At point blank, you got to put it out there. And I believe in holistic homeopathic methods. Now that I have struggled, I went to the doctor and they're saying, well, your kidneys are at 60%. That's considered good for your situation. And so I'm going, well, what kind of situation am I in? And I'm not sure quite what to say, but I want you to know that God's got it. Oh, and so does my baby. Hi, Harley. Say hello. Hello, Harley. So I'm going to have to let you go because obviously It's Mommy and Harley time. But I just want you to know that there's always somebody that you can call, text, send me a note. I'd be more than happy to answer you and let you know that you're not alone. Check on your neighbor. Check on your sister that you never talked to. Check on your brother. Check on the person across the street. Take them something. I don't know if they'll take something cooked, but you can take something bought. Put a bow on a lasagna and put it on a platter and take it over. Because right now is the time that we need to pull together. America is great, but what makes America great is the people who are in it and what they do. And that is from my heart to you. Bendiciones para todos, gracias. Tanto tiempo tengo. Ningún, como dicen, nunca se acaba. Pero gracias a Dios todavía estoy aquí. Tenía una operación que hoy mismo me dijeron que cuando se complete la otra, entonces solamente entra él y él hace lo que él tiene que hacer y se puede ir. So eliminamos una operación regularmente, gracias a Dios. Ahora nomás me dan la fecha para la segunda, en cual se compone eso, y quedamos con algo más que viene adelante. Pero, aquí está mi Yorkie, se llama Harley, yo me llamo Elma, y como te estaba diciendo, en esta vida el tiempo no se presta, se tiene que prestar la persona. Pero si no te prestas, entonces ¿cómo quieres que te saluden? Si no les das la mano, entonces ¿cómo quieres que te esperen o que te ayuden? Pero hay ese que sí, aunque tú seas una gente que no es más popular, que viene siendo a lo mejor más privado, o se quedan con su propia familia nada más, eso es, ¿verdad?, tu opción, y así lo puedes hacer, pero eso sería la manera tuya, no viene siendo la mía de ser. Me encanta el público, me encanta hablar con la gente. Lo que me gustaría hacer es viajar, y lo que quiero hacer es hablar de mi Dios, y quiero ir a los campos, quiero ir, ¿verdad?, donde están los pueblitos y pasar tiempo con los locales. Yo no quiero ir donde van los turistas. Ya he ido, eso no es lo mismo. Yo quiero tener, ¿verdad?, la manera en cual puedo yo hablar de la fe de una persona y de las cosas que se vienen haciendo milagros. Porque gracias a Dios todavía estoy aquí. Te dejo. Espero que todo esté bien. Cualquier pregunta, lo que sea, tírame alguna pregunta y yo me comunico contigo. Que pases excelente tarde o noche. Bendiciones y saludos para todos. Hasta luego. Hey everybody. Want to let you know blessings for everybody. And of course, well wishes. Here's Harley again. So of course, you know, she's sitting like a fat cat, so dinner was good for her. Good evening. Enjoy your family while you have the time and while you have them with you, because you never know when they're gone. Lord bless.